Mexico City now, and we're gonna do a grand tour of the spot. I actually haven't seen this yet, so you're gonna get my genuine reactions. So this is like our living room and a beautiful dining table. I wonder if this is drinking water. I noticed this when we got in, and I think this might be drinkable water, potable water. Kitchen looks beautiful. Coffee maker. Fridge. Ooh, drinks in there already. We even have a laundry machine. That's neat. Wow. Now come to the bedroom. Beautiful, and then I believe this is the bathroom. Oh, toilet is here. So where's the shower? I wonder if there's another room for the shower. Oh, you know what? I think it's over here. Door access to the shower. Second room, look at that. This one reason why we made sure we booked this space. It's a little secret we have here. Come on out. Okay, we are on our first trip out of the Airbnb, and we're gonna go get fish tacos, which was a recommendation by Katrina. So I'll show you around. We went to a lot of different food spots during our trip, so I've linked them all below so you can go check them out if you're interested. Morning. We're out on the town for day one of Mexico City. Technically day 1.5. Hola from Cafe Madre. We just went to the Frida Kahlo house where I learned all about Frida Diego, and then we are getting lunch right now at this really trendy influencer-esque spot, and we'll show you our food shortly, but we got the green juice. Our dishes have arrived. I got the chilaquiles with steak, and he got an egg dish. So I thought I'd give my first observations of Mexico City. One, it's a lot more walkable than I expected. In fact, I actually haven't seen public transportation around. Uber is super easy and super efficient. I think the longest we've ever had to wait was 3 minutes for Uber, much faster than anything in the States. And they're pretty cheap, so a ride 30 minutes outside of the city, which we went to for Frida Kahlo's house, was about $15 US. And that's the only Uber we've really spent. Everything else we've walked around. And two, I've never felt unsafe. I think, one, the people of Mexico City are really friendly and are just quiet and just enjoy your presence. And when you say you don't want something from a street vendor, they just leave you alone. They don't kind of harass you. And I never see anyone shouting at each other in the streets, which is my next point, which is it's really quiet here. I'm pretty surprised. One, people speak softly. Two, like I'm in the middle of the city right now, and compared to Philly, New York, LA, it's just so quiet and calm and peaceful. Partly because there's all these trees everywhere. Kevin and I were thinking maybe the trees kind of block some of the sound, but it's very peaceful and very quiet, which is what I was very surprised from a bustling city. And so tonight I'm just enjoying a glass of wine, kind of winding down, and then we're gonna go to dinner. Okay, bye. Okay, so we got into the castle. You have to go buy your tickets there. You can't do it online. At least we couldn't find it online because it takes cash only. It's 10 o'clock. It opens at 9, and so far it doesn't seem too busy. So recommend getting here early. All right, rate your experience with the museum and the castle. Oh, look, some Mormons.
I think the museum, we just went to the Anthropology Museum, and it was really cool. Probably overall, I'd say like 6.5, and the reason why it's not higher is just because we didn't speak Spanish, so we couldn't really read it.
Yeah, a lot. There were like not many English signs at all.
But I will say it was super cool seeing the Aztec Sunstone, which is one of its biggest draws to this museum.
Yeah, I will say the castle, 10 out of 10, because you get to see the bedrooms of the empresses, and you get to see their stuff, and you just have a lot of sweeping views of the city. So
plus, we all know that the other favorite thing to do is look at big houses.
Exactly. Doesn't matter if it's from the 1800s or the 2000s. We're now here at the Palace of Fine Arts in the Central District. A lot more people here than there are in Roma Norte or Odessa, and this is where you really feel like you're part of the bustling city. Puyol is on everyone's recommendation list. It's pretty hard to get a reservation, so I recommend you book those ASAP the moment you know you're going to Mexico City. But overall, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's pretty pricey for what you get. We got the seafood tasting menu, and overall it was a fine experience, but nothing I would do again. Good morning from Teotihuacan ruins. We had an early morning at 6:20 and we're here and it's around 8:30, and I'm gonna question whether I regret not buying a hat or not. We have a 3-hour journey ahead of us. So Kevin told me not to. My precious skin.
Poquito, porque es bendito. Okay. ¿Jugó vino?
Sí, hace no vino.
¿Y no ha tomado vino?
No ha tomado vino.
¿A qué chingados? Salud.
So we were finally off our tour. It was nice, 6 out of 10. That sounds low when I say it out loud. It was good. There was just a lot of manufactured elements. Like they took us to a tequila tasting, which we paid for as part of a tour, but it ended up being one of those like, oh, taste the tequila, buy it. And so I feel like that should come with the tour, but that's not the part you pay for. And then we had to pay for lunch too, but we did have a nice nap after. And now we're gonna go for some tacos. Our food tour continues with churros from the famous churro spot right after the tacos. Good morning. It is Friday, our last day in Mexico City, and this morning we're gonna go see if we can get into Lardo again for breakfast because multiple people have told us now to go back to Lardo for breakfast. So we'll go check that out. A 7 out of 10, better than the Anthropology Museum because it's free and the architecture is really interesting. So what do you give this museum?
Probably like a 6. I think the Anthropology was much cooler, had a lot more unique artifacts. I think this museum had a lot of replicas. Like you can see the replica of David right there, and they have a replica of there's some other famous.
The Thinker.
The Thinker too. A lot of replicas.
Yeah. We just got a nice massage, an hour at Vitali Spa. I recommend it. Someone actually recommended it to us, and it was 2,700 Mexican pesos after everything, which is probably around $75 a massage, and it was really nice, very relaxing. It was Kevin's first on our last meal, and we're finally sick of Mexican food, so we are at a Japanese restaurant. It's an izakaya spot where we ordered sushi and ramen, so we'll see how that is. We also are skipping our last dinner reservation for this, so hopefully it's good. long story short, there was a volcano eruption which disrupted our travel back. I was really lucky that I have lounge access with my Amex card, so I hung around in the Centurion Lounge in the Mexico City airport all day, and all this food you see here was free to me, so I highly recommend getting a card with lounge access for moments like this. I was too embarrassed to get my last meal there, but I finally took off about 10 hours later.